goes down on strikes, does Jackson Inman. So Stella gets a strikeout of the Seagulls' 3-hole man as we go to the top of the 7th inning. And we'll see if Jackson Inman comes out, Tyler Villa comes out to try and finish this thing off, or if they'll try and change up the look. Salisbury does look to change things up. They do bring out Tyler Katz. So the day is done for Tyler Villa after an exceptional day on the mound, a career high in strikeouts in a game with 8 total in his senior season. So they'll switch things up and bring out a pretty solid reliever that we mentioned earlier. It's all about how long are you going to keep your starter in and who exactly are you going to throw out when you have so many games coming up over the next week. But Tyler Katz is the option here to try and round out this potential final frame.
Yeah, and Katz coming in 4 appearances for him already this season as a freshman, and just trying to close it out.
So Tyler hands it off to Tyler as Katz, the 5'11" freshman hailing from Chantilly, Virginia. The last time that we saw him go into action was in the loss against Johns Hopkins, where he had an inning of work against the Blue Jays, surrendering 1 hit and 1 walk. Also had a wild pitch in that game as well, going against 5 total batters. So a pretty consistent late inning reliever for the Salisbury team in his first season with the Maroon and Gold. His deepest appearance was against North Carolina Wesleyan, where he went 2 innings strong, only surrendering 1 hit. So no runs allowed so far in 2026 in his freshman campaign, but averages about a walk per game and averages strikeout per game as well. So the first man standing between him and a potential victory is Ricky Facetta, a pinch hitter for Oswego State. So this is also the point in time where Oswego State feels like their backs are against the wall and they got to start changing things up as well. Facetta, a junior hailing from West Babylon, New York. Looking for his first hit since March 8th against Clarkson.
Yeah, and for Oswego State, I mean, you got to score at least 1 run to keep your chances alive in this game. And with how Salisbury has responded and been a strong offensive threat.
Kat's first pitch offering is fouled over the press box. Facetta did play earlier today against Centenary. He did have a run scored after being hit by a pitch in his pinch hit appearance. Instead, he'll ground this one over to Trent Ware, and the wizardry of Ware can't quite come into effect here on the leadoff at-bat of the 7th inning. And, hey, what do you know? Another leadoff single for Oswego State.
Yeah, and for Oswego State, you can't be mad about that, about all your batters leading off. But what can be a little frustrating is that they're not scoring as many runs. When you get the leadoff man on, you really hope to score them in any way, shape, or form.
It's all about the issue of leaving a man on base. He's right there for you. Now drive him in. With nobody out, and a leadoff single is the perfect opportunity for that, but it just hasn't really been working out for them. So Ryan Mayer stands in looking to try and capitalize on a leadoff single here in the 7th. Mayer would accumulate his first RBI if he could do so. Here's a drive deep out towards center, or at least it's closer towards the second base bag. Trent Ware calls off Ethan Ruiz and makes the catch for out number 1. Daniel Winchester now standing in, has grounded into a double play, has collected a single and also has struck out. Katz on the mound looking for a clean inning of work. The off-speed misses high and outside. Salisbury, if they can hold on, would collect their 10th win of the season. Meanwhile, Oswego State would fall to 3-8 should things stay as they are. Here's a ground ball over the third base bag, foul. mentioned it before, but after this, Oswego State beginning SUNYAC conference play against SUNY Oneonta. Meanwhile, Salisbury plays one more game against Oswego on Monday before they have to go and take on Washington College, a Centennial Conference foe, on Tuesday in Chestertown, before coming back to play another Centennial Conference foe in McDaniel on Thursday inside the Don. And you have a day off on Friday and a doubleheader against Haverford as the hit and run was in effect for Oswego. Fouls away. Count runs 2-2. No SUNYAC games played yet. That comes next weekend. But looking overall, you have a pretty solidified top one in Plattsburgh. They only have one loss on the season through 10 games, 9-1. So this could potentially stay in, and it does. How about that? A great job by Max Earhart ranging over. It looked like that was potentially going to fly away, but of course the wind keeping it in effect.
Yeah, and the wind can be so tricky, especially on those high pop-ups, and Earhart doing a good job of just staying with it and tracking it.
All right, well, this could be it. Harry Uvina now standing in for Oswego State. Seagulls up by 10 here in the top half of the 7th with 2 outs and a runner on first. Cats first pitch offering outside, ball 1. Of course, a mercy rule would only be if the managers approved of it in the pregame. The 1-0. Low and outside. If Salisbury could hold on and secure the mercy, it would be their 4th time doing it so far this year. Their most recent time, they mercy ruled the Virginia Wesleyan Marlins back on March 4th, 20-6 in 7 innings in Virginia Beach. And then, of course, the aforementioned opening day series against Moravian, where they outscored the Greyhounds 33-0 through 14 combined. Now the count runs 3-1. Hitter's friendly count, though, to Uvina. He's going to try and keep the Lakers alive. The 3-1 home. Inside. Swift couldn't squeeze it. Now there's runners on first and second. Matt Carner now headed to the plate. Carner working on an 0-for-3 day. First pitch in, misses low. And Katz preparing the 1-0, fires home, pins the outside edge. The last time that Salisbury and Oswego State played here at the Don, it ended in a mercy rule in 8 innings when the Seagulls won 16-6. Aiden Hankins got the victory there. But now Tyler Katz looking to try and round this thing out. The 1-2 count with 2 outs. Home to Matt Carner. The pitch. Swung on and driven high. Foul territory. Ranging over is Max Earhart, making the catch for out number 3. And the Seagulls collect win number 10 in 2026 as Tyler Katz slams the door.
Yeah, and just a great overall performance from the Seagulls, offensively finding their bats more consistently, defensively not allowing any errors, and just playing clean ball all the way through.
So the road woes continue for Oswego State as they fall to 1-6 on the road and 3-8 overall on the season. Salisbury, though, the opposite, now 8-1 inside the friendly confines of the Don. And both teams will be back at it again bright and early tomorrow, 10 a.m. first pitch time. We hope that you will join us on the Seagulls Sports Network tomorrow morning as Salisbury finishes out the weekend series against Oswego State. It was a great day for Seagull batsmen, maybe in the statistical category, they got to go home and ice some things up after 8 total hit by pitches catapulted the Seagulls to a 10-run victory. And the Seagulls will also look to celebrate a big grand slam out of Nathan Tondrolt as well. That was a notable milestone that was crossed today, as well as 8 total strikeouts for Tyler Villa, a career high for the senior right-hander out of Marlborough, New Jersey. So Seagulls win. They advance to 10-3. Oswego State falls to 3-8. We thank you for watching Salisbury University Baseball on the Seagulls Sports Network. Our executive producer has been Will DeBoer. Our camera operator has been Carter Bradley. And for my broadcast partner, doing double duty today, also serving as the computer technician, Aaron Figge, and myself, Mike Recca, we thank you for watching this presentation of Salisbury University Baseball. Once again, your final score, Salisbury wins in 7 against Oswego State by a score of 12 runs to 2. We hope that you will join us tomorrow morning for the conclusion of this weekend set between number 2 Salisbury and Oswego State. But as for now, we are saying so long from Donnie Williams Seagull Baseball Stadium, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.